Hold on. Making sure. Okay. Hey guys, what's up? I'm trying to position this correctly without causing anything. Sorry about that. Alright. Okay, guys, yes, this is live. I'm not joking. This is the only way I can do it live through my phone because, of course, I've tried Streamlabs many times, and apparently that doesn't work as well as some others have been able to make it work. I mean, of course, there are other options like Wirecast and that flash loader thing. But eventually, I think those things are going to get changed. Um, YouTube and Google are going to get some hesitation, just like I know PlayStation and Sony's going to get hesitation about taking away the Facebook integration. Anyway, I wanted to come on here, and as you could tell by the title, the countdown has begun. It is currently, right now, as we speak, 11:32 a.m. on a Saturday, October 12th, 11:32 a.m. Pacific time, and we are in the process right now of basically the final 24 plus hours of the Ponypalooza marathon, which will conclude around 11 o'clock tomorrow morning Pacific time. Now, with that said, right now as we speak, they are showing a variety, most of season 9 as we see it. They are showing every single episode up until the finale at 5 o'clock Pacific time. What that means, basically, right about now, if we calculate a 5-hour range, we are looking at, I believe, we're basically probably in the second half stretch now, or at least getting there. Now, with that said, the description says it best, and let me check my thing again to make sure everything is going good. Okay, it is. All right. But like I said, as the description states, I'm here to finalize, or at least let you guys know what the finalization of my plans are. And as I check something here, just make sure everything's going right. Sorry about that. But again, I am here to give you guys my finalization of what is going on. And yes, it is currently live, and I'm going to check something here for a second. Oh, perfect. I like that. I like the area there, so pretty cool. I might utilize this as my live stream area for a while until something comes up. But anyway, long story short, I'm here to let you guys know what the plan is going forward. As right now, as we speak, already we have one DVR recording down, and that is the initial premiere of A Decade of Pony, the 22-minute to 30-minute documentary. Now, I heard what Dr. Wolf had to say in his review of it, or his thoughts on it, and basically, Dr. Wolf basically said he saw a majority of it, except for the last five or so minutes, due to the fact that the last 5 or so minutes have a bit of spoilers in there, and that's to be expected. I mean, what behind the scenes documentary of any kind for a finale or movie or whatever doesn't end up having spoilers? You know what I'm saying? Anyway, long story short, ladies and gentlemen, long story short, my plans, as I said the other day during my lunch hour, are being finalized right now as we speak. And what my plans are this. My plans come starting today, of course, is to DVR the recordings of the finale as well as tomorrow. But my plan is like this. Unless things change, my plan is very simple. I am going to do a review, a live, right here with this. Hopefully nothing acts up. A live and possibly well, I'll put it this way. the plan is this. I may or may not do a reaction video. That's the plan. Okay, I'll put it this way. I'm still finalizing, but here are the most definite plans. I am going to do a review. I'm going to do a review, and I'm going to do an overview. Whether or not they're live like this or they're not, that's entirely different. Well, that's totally up in the air. One of the ways they could be live is, of course, the premiere option, which is premiere/live, where everybody will be able to have a chance to talk about it, but they won't be live as in right now, happening now, like what this is. It'll be a premiere to where if you, like me, are watching to premiere along with everybody else, you'll be able to basically communicate with them. Now, with that said, Ed, the plan is very simple. I am going to do a review and an overview. The review will probably come tomorrow. Probably. The finalization on it, I know you're thinking, well, Brian, you're finalizing. You should already have it in mind, right? That is true. And that's why I'm here to tell you, I'm here to let you know what I'm finalizing. The finalization is this. Tomorrow, or most likely Monday, I will do a review. Hopefully, most definitely tomorrow, because Sundays my mom goes to church, then goes and spends time with my older sisters, maybe attends her fall league softball games. That gives me plenty of time to be able to review episodes if I have the opportunity, and I will review said episode tomorrow. Now, I heard what Dr. Wolf had to say. Dr. Wolf basically said that he plans to do a review individually, his own traditional way, so he could take it all in. And that's fine. 90 minutes is a lot to take in, no doubt about it. But to me, you could do a review live or individual, live or premiere/live, whatever you want to call it, or live/premiere, however you want to look at it. And you could look and focus on each and every individual episode. You can do that in one review. And I've done that before. Heck, this is the way I think a lot of people are going to be looking at this. This is the way I think a lot of people are going to be looking at this. And I'm going to check my thing again here. Like I said, I think this is where a lot of people are going to be looking at this. And this is how I believe it. A lot of folks in the Brony/Pegasus community are going to be looking at this from a movie perspective. When you go and see a movie in the theaters, you want to come out and you want to do a review on it. Angry Joe Vargas, John Campa, who's currently doing a live stream right now. They go out and they go see the movies, and then they come back, do spoilers and non-spoiler reviews on them. That's how a lot of people are going to look at this finale. They're going to look at it from a movie perspective. Thus, by looking at it as such, they can set their mind into that mode of, oh, okay, this is a movie, let's look at it as such, and let's give a non-spoiler and then a spoiler review if they feel like it. And that's the mentality a lot of people are going to go into with it. I know that Thespio and Voice of Reason, they did a quick at the screen yesterday, because with all due respect, it sounds like they're falling behind, which is okay. It's totally cool. I can understand real life comes into play. But honestly, I could see them looking at this as a movie review themselves. Kind of like the traditional specials we've been seeing from Equestria Girls and Friendship is Magic, like with Sunset's Backstage Pass and Rainbow Road Trip. I could see that happening. I could see them doing that. So my thought process is to go along that same route. Look at each part like an act. Like part 1 is the first act. Part 2 is the second act. Part 3 is the third and final act / epilogue. That's how I look at it. Part one of the ending in the end is the first act. Part two is the second act. The last problem is basically the third / final act / epilogue of the entire story, of the entire movie. That's how you got to approach it. And that's how I'm going to approach it. Now, as far as my other plans to do an overview of the entire series and my personal perspective, as I talked about before, when it comes to the show, the franchise, and the fan base, I most definitely be doing that Monday, as well as probably giving another review. Hear me out. I'm gonna do a review tomorrow on Sunday, but I'll probably do another kind of like follow up review on Monday, should I be allowed the time. That way, I could talk more, give more details, stuff like that. So overall, this is the plan. This is the plans going forward. The DVRing has started. Started yesterday, continues today, and follows up and concludes tomorrow. In the process, tomorrow, I'm guaranteeing I'm going to do a review. It won't be live, but it will be premiering. It will be the live / premiere option that YouTube has, seeing as though, like I said at the beginning, Streamlabs, and it's just, it works. It's just a bother to really get functioning for some reason. Now, with that said, like I said, I am going to do Premiere. I'm going to do a review, which is going to be part of the Premiere Live, Premiere, whatever you want to call it. Secondly, come Monday, I do plan to do an overview of the entire series, give my own personal perspective, give my own thoughts on what episodes I liked, and maybe review some, maybe, depending on how I feel, and if I can get it all straightened out, from fan input, from what fans, fellow bronies, Pegasus have had to say, to my own personal take, I might list off my top 5, or top 10, I should say, favorite episodes of the series. Now, some of those episodes, if I do it, they may be just of the recent seasons I've been really involved in. And again, some of them might be from earlier seasons thanks to fan input. Now, alongside that, I do plan to do another revising of my PMV of The Touch by Stan Bush. In case you guys don't know, The Touch by Stan Bush was actually originally written at one time, I think, for Kickboxer, but then it got transferred over to Transformers, the movie in 1986, and I've been utilizing that version on different AMVs, fanvids, whatever you want to call it, for several years now. One of them, of course, being mostly noted Sonic the Hedgehog and the Freedom Fighters. So I've been doing it like that. So it makes sense. And recently, over this past year, I've done a couple of revisings of the Touch video. The first one I did was about 7-8 months ago. The revised version was about 6-7 months ago, because about 6 to 7 months ago, because somebody pointed out, well, you didn't add in the Cancel Out Wedding, or you didn't add in this, which is true, or Crystal Empire, which is true, and I fixed that. I totally fixed that. They even pointed out, I think, the Crystalline. I fixed it. I added in a few parts. So what I plan to do, like I said, is probably revise it, take out a few parts maybe that have been in there before, but as in its place, add in certain moments from the finale. So that's my plan, to revise The Touch as far as the PMV goes, especially in time for the finale. I also plan to do some Spike and Rarity ones, of course, romance ones, of course, and maybe even some remembrance ones as well. I mean, I've been hearing the song Here Without You, but I think it's Three Doors Down or something. Uh, on the radio at my job. So I'm wondering if maybe I could try that. There's a few songs that are coming to mind that I've been hearing that I think could really work from an emotional standpoint and a action standpoint and stuff like that. So that's my plan as far as that's definitely going to happen. There's no going back from that. But again, the finalization the finalizing of the plans are this. Tomorrow, most definitely, I will get a review out. It'll be part of the premiere slash live option. Come Monday, if I have the time permitted, I will do an overview of the entire series, may even touch upon a top 10 of my favorite episodes from my perspective and fan input, as well as also do some PMVs revising the Touch PMV pony music video that I did, adding scenes in there from, of course, the finale and stuff like that. So I still got a lot to go. And I will say this, come April 2020, I am going to be still reviewing some things. Yes. In fact, I'm even going to try to start things out here, as you can probably see in the background. I have various comic book issues that I'm probably going to read and most definitely review on them. There's no doubt about it. The other thing I might do as well is go back, watch some episodes, take some notes, so that I can have a better idea of why people like certain episodes the way they do. And again, I'm going by fan input, so I'm going to try to see what I can do. So I'm going to try to see how I view it as a fan, and I'm probably going to enjoy it as well. I mean, heck, I enjoyed Best Gift Ever. I enjoyed episode 200. I enjoyed Shadow Play. You know, heck, a horseshoeing. Despite how you might feel about that, I thought that was good. So overall, I'm definitely going to have a lot more to come in the future. And yeah, that's all I can really say, guys. But the final plans, as far as I'm concerned, are like this. I'm just checking stuff there. Okay. But the finalizing is this. One, I'm going to do a review tomorrow. Second, on Monday, I'm going to do an overview and maybe a top 10 episode list. In between, then, I will do a PMV, which is a revise of the Touch. That's going to happen. Then afterwards, I'm probably going to touch upon some other things pony related, give speculation again as to what the comic book continuation, because there is a season 10, it's just going to be an IDW comic book form. What it could lead to. I mean, I've already given speculation on the ships and many options and opportunities they have in front of them. So that's what I plan to do with that. I plan to do something there, as well as I got some other stuff in mind. In fact, I got some more pony items on the dock on my Amazon queue that I want to get. I definitely want to get my hands on that 6-pack of Friendship is Magic main 6 retro ponies, which are in the style of the original MLP designs back in the 80s, and go from there. That's my initial plan. So, yeah, overall, again, those are the plans for this weekend. Again, do a review tomorrow, overview Monday, as well as possibly, if I can get to it, a top 10 countdown or top 10 list, I should say, of the best episodes of the series from what fans have had to say and from my own personal perspective, as well as in between do a revising of the Touch music video, Pony music video, adding in scenes from the finale, and much more to come. So, as well as probably start doing some reviews of the comics down the line. So, that's all about it, guys. Thank you all for tuning in live. I know this is kind of awkward doing it by the phone, but Streamlabs is just like, I know it works. It's just, and it worked briefly, but it's kind of like, when I look at the video within the kind of preview video, it feels like it's slowing it down for some odd reason. I don't know why. So hopefully maybe YouTube and Google will fix this and hear the people and say, you know what, we made a mistake. We'll go back to the old way, or at least give us that option. So anyway, though, guys, that's really all I have to say. Let me know what you all think. Thank you all for tuning in live. Really appreciate it. And as the title says, the countdown has begun. And in case you're wondering why I'm DVRing this, I live with family. I don't know what's going to be coming up today. You know, so might as well be safe than sorry. You know what I'm saying? So let me know what you all think though down below. Comment if you like. And thank you again for all tuning in live. And I am out.